Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be going over this month's best and worst of Bootay, also known as Yady or Nady. As you fabulous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So, how is everyone today? I hope you're doing wonderful. It is such a beautiful day outside. I've been sick the last few days, but today I feel magnifique. And I realized it's been like 4 months since I've done one of these videos, so we have a lot to catch up on. I did kind of slice and dice my choices and narrow it down to what's currently relevant, but we do have a good little selection of each. Also, I don't know if you can see that right there. That right there, you know, surprisingly enough for me, it's not the herpes. I woke up with a little demon right there, and it does not want to go away. That's okay, we're gonna embrace it. Let's give it a name. Let's call it Trudy. Anyways, hopefully you can't really see that, and Trudy isn't too distracting today. But before we dive right into it today, I just want to give a little shout out to today's sponsor. Yes, that's right, we have a sponsor. I very rarely do sponsorships on this channel because it has to be with somebody that I 1000% believe in, and I've worked with this brand several times in the past, and I love the shit out of them. Who might I be talking about? If you guessed Poshmark, then you are correct. So, Poshmark is a resale app that allows you to buy and sell gently used and brand new items like clothing, shoes, accessories, brand new makeup, all for prices way lower than what you'd find in the store. More often than not, things are discounted like 50+% off of what retailers would typically sell them for, and a lot of times the items that you're buying still have the tag on them. Cheers to new shit, bitches. I myself have worked with Poshmark for probably over a year now, and every time I work with them, honestly, my experience gets better and better. They're just a fabulous company. Any issue that I've ever had has been immediately resolved by their customer service, which I very much appreciate because some brands honestly don't give two shits. But with Poshmark, you can just tell that they want you to have a good experience with them. I personally have bought in quite a few things from Poshmark, and one of the many things that I like is the fact that they don't charge you until you have the product in your hand and can inspect it and make sure that it's exactly what you want. They really do care about everyone's experience and want you to be a happy customer. And they always have an amazing selection of brands to choose from like Adidas, Nike, Calvin Klein, Chanel, Jeffree Star, Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I've even seen a couple Publix highlighters on there before. And a lot of you may not know this, but I am a fashion hoe. I go to New York Fashion Week as often as I can. I just love fashion, but I don't love the price tags. And Poshmark is a great outlet for me to find the clothes that I'm looking for at a fraction of the price, so this bitch does not have to break the budget. And they have a marvelous selection of makeup. I bought in palettes that in the store would retail for like 3 times the price of what I paid for it. Honestly, who the fuck does not want to save some money? And to make things super easy, Poshmark does have an app that you can download. I will link it down below for you. Please feel free to download it and shop my closet at Nady Leach. Yes, Leach is my last name, and it fits perfectly because I like to suck. But speaking of my closet, there are a shit ton of brand new items that I'm going to be listing. There's some Laura Mercier foundations and mascara, Marc Jacobs lipsticks, glosses, and concealers. There's some Kevin Aquan, Gucci, Too Faced, Anastasia, Becca, Stila, Pure, and there's a few mystery items. Like I said, I absolutely adore the shit out of Poshmark, and I'm very happy to spread the word about them. Please check out the link down below, and happy shopping. Yes. Now, onward we go. So I usually split this video up into 3 categories. First, we have the worst, then we have meh, and then we have the creme de la crop, the best of the best. So let's go ahead and kick off with the worst product, and this might actually come as a surprise to literally fucking no one. We're gonna start this off with the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. I say lipsticks in air quotes because there's no way in fucking hell I would ever use this as an actual lipstick. Kudos to the ones who actually swatch these on their lips. You are much braver than I. But I'm really not gonna go too deep into these. I'm sure everybody in the world knows exactly what the fuck is up with these. Short version of the story though, these bitches are hairier than my legs in the fucking winter. They arrived to me rancid. I looked at them under the microscope, had no idea what I was looking at, but they didn't look good. Truthfully, I have no idea how they're not recalled yet, but I did actually write the company asking for a refund because I did spend quite a bit of money on these. Never got a response, but 2 hours later I got a notification saying the money was put back into my PayPal account, so I'm happy about that. I'm probably gonna keep these in a Ziploc bag and put them with my fake makeup because maybe we'll do like a destroying makeup video in the future and I can add these to that collection. Next up, we have the Nikita Dragun Liquid Corrector. I would include the egg on here, but I threw that shit away almost immediately. I do not mean to be rude, but I was so fucking excited for that egg because it just looked so luxurious, and when I got it, it looked like something that I'd pick up from Walmart during Easter, maybe like in the clearance section. And this liquid corrector, it's not that it was bad, but it's just a glorified lipstick. And for just being a lipstick, this was kind of expensive. Like, I think it was over 20 bucks. And it's not that it's a terrible product, I just think it's kind of a pointless product. Because you could literally buy a $5 Wet n Wild orange lipstick, and it actually would work a little bit better than this because I noticed this does kind of dissolve. And a lot of people said to keep this from melting, you're supposed to powder it before you apply any other product. products over it. I've used this probably 5 times, different ways each time, and it keeps melting. I don't know if it's my skin, the primer I'm using, or what the fuck is happening, but I feel like I paid a lot of money for an orange lipstick. It is very pretty and super comfortable as a lipstick though, so if you're looking for a good lipstick, definitely check it out. But I probably have like 10, 20, probably 20 or 30 orange lipsticks that are in a very similar shade. Then we have the Juvia's Place foundation. Oh my god, I was so pumped and ready for this. I'm a big Juvia's Place fan. It's rare for me to find something that I really don't want to fuck with, and unfortunately this was one of them. So first of all, the packaging, I think it's so cute, and I love that it's in a squeezy tube so I can just go like that and really not waste much. But how the fuck am I supposed to color match this? This is such bad packaging design, like what the hell? It is literally design 101 with a foundation tube that you need the color somewhere on the outside. I think I mentioned in my review of this that even if like this J was clear and you could see the actual product, that would be so helpful. Because if you're a makeup artist, yeah, having the name there is very helpful, but how the fuck is Cairo 600 gonna help me shade match? Like, even if the sticker was the color of the shade, or if this end was the color of the shade, that would be so helpful. Because when it comes to things like putting these in your kits, you gotta kind of get creative as to how you can tell which color each one is. Because when you're a working makeup artist, money is time, and you ain't gonna have time to open up each one and hold it up next to somebody's face. That just is not realistic. But that's just with the packaging alone. The formula, it's okay. It's very, very pretty on the skin starting off, but I noticed that this really accentuates any fine lines that I have, and for some reason, even though I don't have oily skin, this just melted off my skin. Like, I could go like that and it would wipe off. And so this foundation is perfect if you have no wrinkles and no oil to your skin, but then at the same time, I have heard reviews of people who do have oily skin and love this stuff. So maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I also really don't like the fact that now that they have foundations, they still don't have a return policy, because for me, it was really difficult to shade match. I still don't even think I have the correct shade, but I'm kind of SOL. I think when I ordered this, I didn't know it was going to be going into Ulta, otherwise I would have waited because Ulta does have a return policy. But I ordered the concealers from them as well, honestly thinking that they were a little bit too dark for me, and they're like 10 shades too light. And so like, what the fuck am I going to do with them? It's not going to work for a review. I am kind of bummed about that, though I love Juvia's Place. I feel like they've expanded so much that they could really afford to do a return policy, because really, I would love to try their concealers, but I mean, look at that. I got this as a contour. Ah, yikes. And now on to our next category, which is meh. Hold up a fucking second, I need some tea. Also, I do get asked quite often what I'm drinking, and this is just berry tea that I steeped with a tea bag, and I let it steep for a long time so it's super concentrated, and then I add some mango puree with a little bit of milk, shake it up with some ice, and bam! I didn't add as much tea this time, so it's not pink like it normally is, but it's actually the dupe for the Pinkity Drinkity from Starbucks. Legit tastes the exact fucking same, but costs $0.25 to make. Oh, it's good. Anyways, our first product for our meh category is this Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. I'm very on the fence with this because on camera, this looked really, really good, I thought. But in person, I just looked older. It really creased in my fine lines. It kind of made me a bit shiny for some reason. But then just like another product that's in this category, from a distance, it made me look so good. And so I feel like if you're giving a presentation or something and aren't going to be making out with anyone, then this is a great foundation to wear, especially if you're a person that doesn't yet have fine lines. I will keep giving this a few more tries, but unfortunately for me, I don't think it was really worth the price. I could be totally wrong, but I think it was around the same price range as my Dior Backstage, which, oh my god, I love the shit out of that. If I could marry it and have kids with it, I would. Fucking helicopter above me now? What the hell? It's okay, we'll just wait for it to pass. I'll drink my tea. And this does say 4-in-1, yet I still don't know what the 4 things that it does is. I know it's supposed to be a foundation and a concealer, but what the fuck else does it do? Maybe the other 2 things is that it has a doe foot and a pump? I really don't know. What the fuck ever though, I am still gonna keep trying it. Up next we have the Jeffree Star Concealer. I honestly don't think Jeffree Star has any sperm left because so many people were sucking his dick when it came to this. I am a huge Jeffree Star fan, and it always pains me when I have to give his cosmetic company a negative review. And it's not that this was terrible, but this was the only concealer that I've ever used that somebody actually told me I look tired and old. Bitch, nobody even tells me that when I'm not wearing makeup. Okay, first of all, let's start off with this packaging. A lot of people seem to like it, but I honestly think it is so cheesy and tacky. The infamous supposedly metal star that everybody was going apeshit over came broken in a lot of people's packages. Even just setting this in my drawer drawer broke one of the tips off. This part right here, I really think it would look so much better if this was not on it. Like that isn't that bad, but really, it just is so gaudy to me. Again, I know some people love it, to each their own. It's really no big deal. It's just personal preference. But then when it comes to the doe foot, I love the fact that there's like a hole in the center of it so it can catch even more product. But then what I don't understand is that this is supposed to have such high pigmentation that you only need a drop of it. So why do you really need a doe foot that has a well in it? Shortly after using it though, I realized that this really isn't any different than any other concealer. It does not have any more coverage. In fact, it kind of has less coverage than a lot of my drugstore concealers. In order to get any kind of good coverage at all, I have to do like the whole triangle thing like a beauty guru, which brings me to the price. This actually does seem like a really good deal for a concealer, but you actually only get a fraction of what you'd normally get in concealers. And so if you were to buy enough of these to get what you'd normally get, this is actually really expensive. I really appreciate the shade range that he came out with. I thought it was fabulous, especially for a first launch. Like, good job. And really, I'm super excited to see what he comes out with next. But for me, this just melts whatever's underneath it. It creases terribly, but from a distance and in photography, this looks amazing. That's really the only reason I've kept this, because for me, if I were wearing this from like me to you, I would look porcelain and airbrush. But the moment you're like standing distance from somebody, they're probably gonna notice that you don't look that great. So I do think it was a good first run, but was it worth the hype at all? No. The powder, I actually don't mind. I still don't get why the fuck it has to have a fragrance. Like, that makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't mind the fragrance. I think it smells good. But for people with fragrance sensitivities, it's kind of a pointless addition. I think the only negative that I have with this is it is very, very drying on my skin. Like, it sucks up any moisture, and so if I use it, I have to immediately wipe it off. And even in doing that, it does kind of dry down whatever I'm putting it on. So really, the only thing I use this for anymore is if my face is getting oily throughout the day, I'll just dust a little bit on a fluffy brush, and then it works perfectly. It doesn't make me look cakey. It just makes me look smooth. I do really like it.
Oh, there's a little moth in here.
And the last item in my meh category, oh my god, people are gonna think I'm really coming for Jeffree Star, but I promise I'm not. But the last product is Jeffree Star's Blue Blood palette, which is sitting right over there on my shelf. I should probably grab it. So I actually fucking love this packaging, even though it is so ridiculous and big and bulky. I have my Jeffree Star palettes displayed on a shelf over there, and I just love seeing this on it. But it is so difficult to formulate good blues, and a lot of people I've seen have been able to make this look marvelous on their eyes. In fact, I think I created one of my all-time favorite looks with this palette, but I've only used this palette maybe 3 times. Even though it is absolutely beautiful, what keeps me from coming back is the inconsistencies. Like, some of the blues are just super splotchy and you really have to work with them, and I'm the kind of person that likes to not have to put a shit ton of effort into my makeup looks, and I feel like with this palette, it's just a lot of work. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really do love blue shadows, but because some of the blues are really splotchy, I never grab it. Oh, but this packaging, I fucking love it. And finally, we have the last category, the besties. And we're gonna kick this category off with this Lemonhead Space Paste. Holy shit, I love this way more than I thought I would. I actually did a giveaway with this gold one, and I liked it so much that I ended up sending the winner a brand new one. That way I could keep this one, and I've really used the shit out of this. Like, I've used this in drag. When I go to the club, I'll use it as a highlighter, and it really pops. Like, oh my gosh. If they have a sale, I really want to get more of these because I am in love. The only negative to these is that you will find this glitter all over your body for like weeks after you think you've removed it. Like, I shit you not, you put this on today, next week you lift up your titty and there's gonna be some under there. It is truly the herpes of makeup, but it's so pretty. Which, coming from an avid glitter hater, is saying quite a lot. Like, I cannot get enough of those. Then my next absolute love is the Jeffree Star lip gloss. In fact, I'm gonna put a little bit on. This is I'm the Boss. Feels good and it tastes great. Even though I'm really not a lip gloss fan, I do really like these because they're not sticky. They're kind of on the oilier side. They're super smooth on the lips. The only downfall for me is that you don't really know which lipsticks it's gonna dissolve, because for me, when I applied his lipsticks under this, it totally destroyed that liquid lipstick. But with the other brand I tried, I think it was Carity, for some reason it held up really nicely and didn't break it down. Otherwise, I honestly find myself reaching for this over like my chapstick because the color is so faint and sheer. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing a colored lip gloss. It just looks like I have a moisturizer on my lips. And oh my god, the one that I was most shocked about and I thought I would totally hate is this black one. I can't read it. What the fuck is it? Midnight Luck? Midnight Lick? Fuck, I don't know. It's Midnight something. But this on my plain lips, it does not look good, but over any lipstick, it instantly turns it into a sensual, like, vampy shade. And it just, like, enhances the color and makes it super saturated. I love this. I did not think I would, but oh my god. Another product that I'm fucking head over heels with is this Oma Beauty Foundation. The creator of this and I have actually kind of become somewhat friends. Like, she's so fucking sweet. She ended up sending me a big ass PR package, which was totally lovely. I still have a few items that I haven't tried, but oh my god, these lipsticks of theirs are amazing. And they have these incredible lipsticks that are like velvety and sparkly on the outside, but then they go on like normal lipsticks. Totally like artwork. In fact, I'm too scared to try them out, but I've really never seen anything like them though. I don't know if they're actually good, but they're so pretty to look at. But this foundation specifically, I did say before that I love Dior, which I totally do, but this gives it a run for its money. This is true full coverage, like second skin gorgeousness. In fact, I taught a makeup class the other day and one of the ladies had never worn a liquid foundation and I was like, hold up, let me run and grab you my Oma Beauty, and it looked amazing on her. Like, holy hell. I will say though, I have heard people with oilier skin don't fare well with this. I personally don't have oily skin, but I did watch Cassie from Thrift Fix review on this, and throughout the day for her, it just kind of like melted off and looked shiny, but for me, it stayed put. It looked really good. So this is absolutely a product that I recommend you try. I think they're in some Ultas, so you might be able to go and get a sample and just give it a try, but I love it. I also love the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette. Oh, especially that blue there. Like, I don't even need to use it. I just want to fucking look at it. I am going to be honest, and I wish there was even more colors in here. Like, do we really need this many nude shades? Not really. It's great to have transition shades in here, and they do have to cater this to the mass audience, but I would so rather have more color. Even so, I'm really happy with it. I'm very excited about it, and it's been a long time since I've been this excited about an Anastasia product. I think I like the Riviera palette, but I've honestly not reached for it since reviewing it, but this is something that I want to fuck with like all the damn time. And a product that I surprisingly actually love now, which I didn't at first, is this Nikita Dragon powder. When it comes to like everyday normal makeup, I would not even touch this, but when I'm doing drag makeup, oh my god, this is now a staple. These just add that extra oomph of brightness to the highlight under your eyes and on your forehead, and because drag makeup is already so cakey, you don't really notice the cakiness that this has. But for me, this is just like the final touch to a really pretty makeup. It just makes you look airbrushed and beautiful. Like I said, for normal makeup, it's just way too drying for me, but for drag, oh fuck. Then we have a few drugstore items. CoverGirl actually sent these to me and I fell in love. These are the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Liquid Shadows, and there's quite a few here to choose from, but I actually use these when I'm doing like cut creases. They save me the time of having to put like concealer down. Instead, I just use this wand directly on the eye and cut it, and then this stuff dries down and lasts like all day. It's really, really good, and I'm pretty sure it's affordable. I mean, it's CoverGirl. And they also sent me a bunch of shadow sticks. These are only a few of them, but oh my god, I love these. These are very similar to the liquid shadows in that you can apply it and blend it out, or you can apply it and leave it and it'll dry down exactly like how you applied it. Earlier, I applied it to my wrist and that's what it looks like blended out, and then I applied just a swatch and it has dried the fuck down. I'm not really sure how many shades of these there are, but they do have quite a few, and again, I'm sure they're affordable. It's CoverGirl, but very, very good quality, and the lasting power is phenomenal. And then the last product for this category is this Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick. I love this so much. Sometimes on my no makeup days like today, if I'm wanting a little bit of glow, I'll apply this as a primer, and I do apply powder over all that, but even so, it still adds like a nice glow from within, and it really makes my makeup stick like all day. This brand for me, it is kind of hit or miss, but this is a product that I absolutely fell in love with the first time I used it. I have no idea how much it is. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm, but still, I think it's a really good product, and you actually get quite a bit of it in here. Like, I've used this maybe like 10-20 times, and I really haven't gotten to where I've had to screw up the top even more. Like, I'm gonna have this shit for fucking ever. One more sip of tea before we go. But yes, there we have it. Thank you so much for being here today. Big thanks to Poshmark for sponsoring this video, and please feel free to check out the link down below to download the app. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget, my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplex.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplex.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!